How many times are you going to say, I'm getting ready? I will wait. Literally. How many more times? You've been saying, I'm getting ready. I'm trying. I'm waiting for this to work out. Baby girl, it's 2025. We just hit the halfway point yesterday of 2025. And what I need you to understand that you getting ready is not the same as being ready. And here's the gag. You don't have to get ready to make a decision that's going to change your life. You are not doing the thing that you need to do because you're actively avoiding maybe some potential pain or slight suffering that's going to come with you having to navigate through to get to the other side. Ask me how I know, right? I am a chronic procrastinator. And I'm not even like giving myself that term, but for context of this video, I'm telling you that's been my whole life. And it's not because of I don't have the skill set, don't have the ability, don't have the know-how. It's because I would rather, I have in the past, would rather stay stuck in the cycle of waiting to the very last minute to prove to myself that I'm somehow, better off because I was able to triumph through the pain and the suffering and like tell myself the story that that's a way to live. And it's not because I actually enjoy it, but subconsciously I have, because subconsciously I've been okay with that narrative because that has been my whole life. And at some point, right, you keep telling yourself that you're waiting to get ready, is you actually telling yourself a story that you're not good enough, is you telling yourself a story that you don't trust yourself. How long have you wanted to pivot in your business? How long have you wanted to raise your prices? How long have you been wanting to relieve a relationship that's not serving you anymore? I'm getting ready. I'm getting my ducks in a row. The ducks are dying. They're dying. Okay. They have been ready, honey. They have been ready. And I say this with so much love and care and compassion, but getting ready is an act. Being ready and deciding to be ready is the truth. Okay. So in 2025, what we need to understand is that there is more opportunities than we have ever had. But the more time that you wait, the more time that you let pass by, the more that you are denying somebody else's success and somebody else's gift because you're denying your own, right? I've been saying that for years. The more that you wait and get ready is you denying somebody else that needs your help. And I don't play that. There are people, there are women, there are men, there are non-binary folks. There's all types of humans out here that need your support and help from your creativity, your mind, your brilliance, your genius. But because you're getting ready, which really is a signal of I'm comparing myself. I'm looking at, I have 10 people saved on Instagram that I look up to, but I'm comparing myself because I don't have the perfect aesthetic. I don't have the perfect hair. I need to lose more weight. I need to gain weight. I need to, my acne on my face, my skin color, my this, my that. Like we're telling ourselves these stories to keep us down while everybody else is getting up. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of people in this category. There's a lot of people, and people think, oh my gosh, content creation is so saturated, or the fitness industry is so saturated, or the beauty industry, whatever industry that you're in is so saturated. But like, to be honest, there's probably only a good 5%, if that, actually doing what they said they're going to do. There's only a good 5% actually creating consistent content, and they have the staying power. And I think at the end of the day, like, you're getting ready to do what? Right? What are you getting ready for? You're already ready. You already got out of bed today. You already brushed your teeth today. You already drank some water today, honey. You are already ready to tackle the day, the year, the month, your life. No one else can do it for you but you. And being an entrepreneur, because it's for my entrepreneur girlies, you have to save yourself. Nobody else is going to save you. I always get asked all the time, Latisse, well, if only I would have, if only what? If only I would have started in 2020 when everybody was da 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 da, like you didn't, but you're here now. And we have this beautiful gift of life that you can choose to use or you will lose. You have a lot more tenacity and energy now at 25, 35 than you're going to have at 55, 65, 75. So why are you letting these days go by, looking out the window and letting the train just pass you by? Because you don't trust yourself. And here's the thing, you guys, and my mentor David talks about this all the time. You are going to make mistakes. You are going to fail. You are going to get yourself in some really shitty situations being a business owner, but you've gotten through your worst days. You'll get through those and you're going to learn. And part of having a mentor and somebody in your corner that you pay or don't pay, right? I have both, is that they're going to be able to guide you. If you take the guidance, they're going to be able to guide you out of situations so you don't get to that horrible place, that break even place, that place where you don't want to show up for yourself anymore. right? They're going to help you avoid a lot of that, but they can't help you avoid it until you decide that you even want to go there. And I think a lot of times we are in such avoidance of our big vision because we're so scared of what other people are going to say. Other people don't pay your bills. Other people's Twitters, threads, posts, they don't pay your bills. And it's easier said than done. There's some really mean people out there, but I'll be honest, like the more that you surround yourself with people that are lifting you up, the more that you consume media, if you consume media that's going somewhere from people that are putting themselves in uncomfortable situations and growing, the more that you are adapting to your environment instead of looking at everything as a negative, you're looking at things as a solution and an opportunity, and you deciding to solve the problem instead of just drowning in it. You are the one that's winning. You are. So, baby girl, there's nothing to wait for, and there's nobody to wait for, and there's nothing to get ready for. You're already ready. Everything, and this is like blows my mind. Everything that we need is already on planet Earth. It's not like the universe or God's just going to drop down a little package for you and be like, all right, unfold it. It's time now. No, like, do you think like the material to build a plane was already here in 1500? It was already on the planet. The materials to build a plane. It's about like the law of impression, right? Humans had to impress their creativity onto the planet because the planet already had the tools and resources, the access, and the circumstances, right? We develop over time. So in that digital age of social media, there's no reason that you can't be a millionaire. There's no reason that you can't clear all your debt out in the next 3 months, 90 days, 60 days. There's no reason. The only thing that's stopping you from getting what you really, really want in this life is you. It's not who's the president. It's not who's in leadership. It's not the economy. It's not, because we've seen it on both sides. There's people that get rich when the economy's down. There's people that lose everything. So it's not to be insensitive or non realizing of what's happening in the world. It's to say I'm gonna take no, and I'm gonna recognize, but that doesn't have to be my story. It's about taking ownership and power over your own life, because I think we give our power away too much to our partners, to our kids, to our families, to our moms, to our dads, to people that don't actually control us. They don't, right? The people in your life they're on borrowed time, right? Your kids, if you have kids, I don't have kids, but if I did, those are my kids, and they're borrowed humans. I birthed them, or I have them, or whatever, but at the end of the day, they're still their own humans. So you have to realize that you are your own human being. You have free will, and free will is deciding that you're not going to waste another second, because there's people that died last night, this morning, an hour ago, that would be literally do anything to have breath in their lungs, and right now you're just wasting it. I don't play with that no more. You shouldn't either. You shouldn't either. And it's not going to be perfect. But if you could do what you say you're going to do today, if you could show up for yourself and do just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, that's going to be a whole hell of a lot more in the next 6 months. So it's up to you right now. You don't have to have all the answers. You're not going to. You're only a human. You're going to be growing and learning. You don't need all the answers, but what you do need to do is make a decision. You can't get out of bed until you make the decision and say, I'm going to get out of bed today. So just like if you want to become a millionaire, make the decision today. I'm going to become a millionaire. I don't know how. I'm going to do it ethically. I'm going to do it legally. I don't know how. I don't know what offers I'm going to sell. I don't know what market I'm going to, like, whatever that is. But at the end of the damn day, the decision comes first. So I'm going to leave you with this. You don't need to get ready for anything else. You're not going to a gala. You're not going to a concert. You are living your real life. You don't get a second one. Okay. So lean in, ask yourself the hard questions. What do I really want? And when you can answer that question honestly and truthfully and unapologetically without anybody else's opinion, you will set yourself free and the world will fall at your feet. I love you guys. And just remember, you are exactly who you say you are. You are exactly the habits and the actions that you take every day. So is that life a representation of who you actually believe you are? If it's not, then it's time to make a change. You don't got to get ready, because when you realize you don't got to get ready, you just stay ready, you've already won. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.